of the week is, go back to the docket. Rory Mal. Listen, if you ever listen to the Joe Budden podcast, for the last basically like 4 years, it was the Joe Budden podcast with Rory Mal. As we also know, that Rory and Mal were, I don't even know how to even say maybe let go, or Joe would put it to Joe, it was fired. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you would categorize that, but Rory and Mal started their own podcast, and they are now with I believe it's Sirius, and got a $10 million deal, full control. $10 million, full control for their podcast. You understand what I'm saying? And then Joe, right, goes and says something slick out of his mouth, and we're not gonna, get into that because this is a positive moment right here. And I feel like karma is a bitch on Joe's end. You understand what I'm saying? And that's and honestly, you have to look at it like that. In my eyes, being an in-depth fan as I was of all three of them. Okay? And maybe not understanding everything that went on, behind the scenes, or maybe nothing that went behind the scenes, but what it portrayed out in the open and what you have told us. Joe, you fucked this up. You did. This was at your hands. Sorry. This could have been handled behind the scenes. Everything before all of this shit happened. This could have been handled behind the scenes. And I've watched Rory and Mal's podcast. They do an amazing job. They're funny as hell together. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't got to be the best of friends, but they friends nonetheless. You feel me? They cool as hell. They got each other back. And they making $10 million. 10 million. 5 apiece? We're good. Give me 5. I'm straight. Hell, give me 5. Give me 50. I'm 50,000. I'm fine. We can make something work out of that. And the landscape is changing. The podcast landscape is changing. The media landscape is changing. And it's amazing to see these brothers continuing to work. Continuing to get their bag. $10 million just to talk? Come on now. Like that's a dream. That's a dream. Like no talk, no cap. That's a dream. To do what you love to do for $10 million? What? Oh, stop playing with me. I got full control of all of this shit. Stop playing with me. That is amazing. I salute those brothers. Shout out to them, man, because that's great. That's great, and that's amazing. Like, these dudes are continuing to fuck the game up. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of us in the podcast game, we're looking at them like, okay, how y'all gonna make this happen? How is the Rory Mal podcast going to differ? Because we have all of our, all of the media giants, the Rory Mals of the world, the academics of the world are now coming out with podcasts. You understand what I'm saying? And really, disrupting, in a sense, the podcast landscape. Right? I love it. I love to see it. Disrupt this shit. Make some shit shake. You know what I'm saying? I have honestly, and to be honest, I haven't listened to DJ Academics' podcast after the Tekashi and what was that? The Whack 100 interview. I haven't listened to this podcast after that. So that's that. Because I'm more of the, for the people podcaster. So I'm listening to, I'm listening to Me Back. I'm listening to, podcasts like the Drunk as Hell podcast or the Jungle as Hell is podcast. What did I say? The Drunk as Hell? He gonna be like, what the fuck is that? Hey, I just actually gave him a fucking episode. The Drunk as Hell episode. You feel what I'm saying? Put me down, Darius. Real talk. You feel?